Alright. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Rosquila. I'm Rosquila. I guess the Rosquila. I don't even know what my channel's called anymore. I'm Rosquila.
You don't know anymore?
I have no idea. But we're doing something. I'm joined today, and probably throughout the rest of October, by the also amazing Yohn and
Hello.
yes, and the SarahGam. I think that's how you say her name. Anyway, we're going to be going through something that I am a personal fan of, and I believe Sarah is too. Choose Your Own Adventure books. Yohn, who's going to be our player today, has not done any of these. Is that correct?
True.
True. So, it's going to be fun. We already rolled his stats. So, if you're familiar with them, if you're familiar with Choose Your Own Adventure books, I gotta take my headphone off because I don't hear myself. If you're familiar with Choose Your Own Adventure books, there are a few different stats that you have to roll dice for, and those are basically your character statistics for the entire length of the game. In House of Hell, which is the book we are going to be playing through some of today, we do have a limited time today because two of us are ill. So we are keeping it pretty short for today. Only an hour. I think I just side ranted there. I don't even know where I was going. Anyway, we're keeping it short. We got our stats rolled. So we did all that off stream so we can just get straight into it pretty much. Sarah's muted herself. Sarah will be doing all the art, as you guys can see, for our session today. Yohn will be rolling the dice because he is our player. And I'll be our game master. So I don't know what Sarah's doing, so
I'm doing. I'm just explaining to my chat what is happening because I realized that I started mine after yours, and I was like, "Ooh, he's doing an intro, which is important to do."
Fair enough. Hello, hello, Mango. How are you doing this fine evening? Anyway, we thought it'd be fun. It'd be fun because it's kind of spooky Halloween season to do House of Hell. But just to kind of limit it, we're already almost 10 minutes into this live stream. Almost. And we haven't actually started anything yet. I'm going to get started. Yohn, can you hear me well enough?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so here's the background. Oh, poor boy. I'm sorry. The rain spatters the windscreen relentlessly. You can see no more than a watery gloom as you strain forward over the steering wheel to see the road ahead. Although the wipers flap valiantly, they are fighting a losing battle. As the rain drives harder and harder, your foot eases off the accelerator. The headlights struggle to light up the road in front. Damn! You curse the white-haired old man who sent you off along this bumpy track. Thank you for that. Probably he meant the second turning on the left. Or even a right turning. The old fool. Perhaps this is an idea of a joke. After all, didn't you notice a mischievous glint in his eye? Something vaguely sinister.
That bastard.
But what sort of nonsense is this? You've taken a wrong turn and got caught in a downpour in the night. The rain will ease off soon. I can't possibly keep up this deluge for long. And then you'll be able to watch out! Oh my goodness. You spin the wheel frantically to avoid the figure who, from nowhere, shows up in the headlights. The car bumps and jolts as it bounces over the rocky roadside and thumps into a ditch. You collect your thoughts. You are unhurt but shaken. Then you remember what happened. The body! You must have hit the figure which peered. There was no way you could have avoided him. You spring out of the car, praying that he's still alive. Your clothes soaked up in the rain as you hobble back to the road. In the darkness, it is difficult to see anything. But there is no sign of a body. You consider the situation. Are you certain that it was someone and not a trick of light? Yes. You can remember the arms held up in fright as the car collided, and you look of anguish on his face. His face! There was something familiar about that face. A man you recognized. An old man with white hair.
Yeah.
Your heart leaps. No, impossible. With a shiver of fear, you race back to your car, jump inside, force the key into the ignition, and twist it violently. The starter coughs, sputters, and dies.
Fuck.
You hit the
That was
key.
mixed ignition.
You hit the key again, but this time a single shudder is all the engine can manage. You grasp of the wheel with your hands and shake it desperately, as if to force some life into the car, but the battery is dead. Your car is certainly not budging from the ditch tonight. Your situation is hopeless, but now the plight of your car is paramount. Where can you get help? You pass a garage at Mingleford, but that was some 20 miles away. As if, in answer, a light appears in the distance. Someone has switched on a bedroom light. What a stroke of luck! It was at least 15 miles back that you passed that last house, and you happen to have broke down just a short distance from someone's house? You button up your coat and open the door. From outside the car, you can see the building more clearly. Just ahead on the left, a drive winds up to a large house. It is good. 5 minutes. It is a good 5 minutes walks away, and by the time you reach it, you will be drenched. But how else can you call the garage? You can't afford to miss tomorrow's appointment. No, go you must. What?
I'm just saying, yes, the appointment.
The
Very
appointment.
important appointment.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Your appointment, yes. No, go you must. Anyway, you'll probably be able to dry off inside after phoning the garage. Or should I say garage? No, I'm not gonna say that.
The garage.
You slam the door, turn up your collar, and set off for the house. A flash of lightning lights it up clearly for you. But in your preoccupation with the rain, the warning from above is wasted on you. The house is old, very old, and is in a shocking state of repair. The light in the window is flickering. Most likely an oil lamp, certainly not electric. And you don't notice a fact that might have turned you back anyway. There's no telephone line going to the house.
Oh, there you go. It's a bit brighter.
Okay. As you climb the steps to the front door, little do you realize what fate has in store for you. Tonight is going to be the night to remember. Tonight's the night.
I got a cool transition for you guys. Ready?
Okay.
Oh no, that's why I had that layer there. Shoot. There you go.
Perfect.
There you go. But yeah. Woo, it's a colored.
Like
Don't
Sarah.
mind that it's really bad art.
I love it. Are you spooked out, Yohn? Are you feeling eerie vibes yet?
The spook.
Before I was colorblind and the world just turned to color for a second there.
Look,
Yes.
sometimes your brain is like, oh hey, color exists, right?
And for some reason the man in my head is American.
He's
Ah.
a wacky old guy.
I love that's the perfect amazing.
That was the first rough draft of me just drawing a character, and I was like, I need to make this the main guy because wacky guy.
All right, we'll keep going here.
Oh, that was so fun.
You climb the creaking steps up to the front door and pause to catch your breath. Even though you ran all the way up to the drive from the car, you are soaked through. Your feet are particularly wet. Judging by the number of puddles you stepped into in the dark, the drive needs a small fortune spending on repairs. But under the porch, you are out of the storm. And you brush the rain from your clothes before turning towards the door. The rain is still pelting down, but an eerie silence hangs in the air. No lights are on downstairs. You step back off the porch to check the upstairs window, which attracted your attention earlier. Nothing. No lights. The whole place seems to be deserted. But then you remember the time. 5 minutes to midnight. Everyone in the house has probably gone to bed. An owl hoots in the distance and a shiver runs down your spine. The situation is a little scary. Here you are, in the middle of nowhere, at some strange, run-down old house, about to wake up whoever lives inside at midnight. They certainly won't be too pleased, but you have no choice if you're going to make it to your appointment tomorrow. You must reach a telephone to call for help. You step up to the front door. Hey, what's your appointment you're going to there, Yohn?
BBL.
That is indeed very important.
It's on the wait list for 3 years, and yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yohn is confirmed Santa in this situation. What?
Because I'm not
Hey.
real.
Real. I think he's confused by the comment on the old white guy.
The old
Maybe.
white guy.
All right.
That's me.
From the left-hand side of the house, a dull glow catches your attention. A light has been turned on. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least someone is awake. You consider your option. There is an elaborate knocker in the middle of the door, and a bell pull hanging down to the right. Will you rap the door with the knocker, pull the cord, or creep the house to investigate the light?
I just realized how fast I actually have to draw this stuff.
When you've got time for me to make decisions, so.
So you can pull the cord.
So I could be a peeping Tom.
Yep.
Look through the window. I mean, the light just came on, so if they see that, they're probably just gonna get me because we're in America.
Probably.
The bell's probably used to get servants if I know old houses. So I'm gonna go bell.
You're gonna pull the cord?
Yeah.
Alright. You grasp the rope and pull. From the depths of the house, you hear a tinkling noise, and the light coming from the side window goes out. Keep turning. A few moments later, the door handle turns slowly and the door opens. Standing in the doorway is a tall man dressed in a dark suit with tails. His long face is solemn. Yes, he asked indignantly. You smiled nervously and explained your situation. Your car is broke down and you need to reach a telephone, and you are soaked into the skin. The man's face remains expressionless. Come in, he orders. The master is expecting you. Follow me. He leads you into a reception hall and tells you to sit down while he informs his master of your arrival.
Shit.
Got any thoughts?
Why is he expecting me? Why does he have two tails?
Gives Sarah some time to draw the man. You sit down in a solid carved chair and look around.
Bald, by the way, because his hair takes forever.
Perfect.
He's bald. He's bald.
Bald. The reception hall is...
I don't know how to draw people, apparently.
It's fine. The reception hall is certainly not what you would have expected from the outside. It is elegantly decorated, with rich tapestries and fine oak panels. A number of portraits line the wall. A sturdy 16th century table is set against one wall. Will you wait for your host to arrive, study the paintings, or hunt for a telephone?
I'll have a study of the paintings, I think.
Let her draw the frames real quick.
I want to know
Plus side, I know at least that there's 3.
Yep. 3 portraits are particularly interesting. Will you look at the beautiful young woman wearing a tiara, a middle-aged, portly gentleman wearing half-moon glasses, or an elderly woman with gray hair and a cold expression?
Well, they said the master. And the master's usually guys, right?
I mean, I guess. I don't know. Kind of sexist, I suppose.
No, but like with letters and stuff, it's like
True.
yeah. I don't want him to come downstairs and possibly be eyeing his like relative, you know. Which one was the guy? The one in the middle?
A portly gentleman wearing half-moon glasses. So you can have a beautiful young woman wearing a tiara, a portly gentleman wearing half-moon glasses, or an elderly woman with gray hair and a cold expression.
No, we're not doing the old woman. Fuck that. We'll go with the young woman. Sure.
Okay, Tiara, got it.
Yeah.
Which number that one? A plaque beneath the painting reads, Lady Margaret of Danvers, 1802 to 1834. You stand and admire her beauty and wonder why she died so young. As you are staring at her face, you suddenly blink and look again. Didn't you just see her lips moving? Surely not. A whisper reaches your ear, but you cannot make out the message. You lean forwards and put your ear to the lips. A soft woman's voice is speaking to you. Stranger, beware of this place, for it is cursed. Many have succumbed to its power, myself included. The evil Lord Kelnor will already be plotting your death. Do not, or drink not his white wine, or it can be gone. Escape or if you can, be gone. Escape while you may. You step back aghast. What sort of place is this? A creepy run-down old building filled with priceless antiques and paintings which talk? A cold prickle runs down your neck, and you must add one fear point. Will you now run for the door, or wait to see what happens?
Oh, fuck. At least I got a warning, right? So don't drink the white wine. Okay. I think I'm just gonna have to chill, because I go out, I'm probably gonna die of hypothermia anyway.
Okay, so you're gonna wait to see what happens.
Yeah. Will I become an elf in Santa's workshop?
Yeah. Footsteps. Someone is coming. The tall man you met earlier walks in, opening the door for another tall man, dressed in a purple smoking jacket. May I present Lord Kelnor, the Earl of Drumer? Drumer? The butler announces. The Earl holds out his hand and shakes it. His grip is strong, and his eyes pierce yours. His lips widen to a soft smile. You begin to tell him of your predicament. You good, Sarah?
Yeah, I've realized I don't know how to draw people, apparently. I draw the same like two people. I draw old people. That's the people I draw. I draw
Well, this
people
guy
that are
doesn't.
like this that are like old.
This guy doesn't look necessarily young. You tell him of your predicament, but he holds up his hands. Please, I can see that you have been caught in this filthy storm. Let us sit by the fire, and we will see whether we can help. Franklin's, tell the cook to prepare some food for our visitor. You protest that you do not wish to be any trouble, but your host ignores you and leads you into a drawing room, where a fire is burning. You take off your coat and sit down. The heat of the fire makes you feel comfortable. Once more, Franklin returns with 2 glasses of brandy. Will you relax, drink the brandy, and ask if you can use the telephone, or will you wait to see what he asks you?
So the first one was just big chill.
Yep. Drink the brandy.
Brandy. Ask for the use telephone.
Mm-hmm.
Or just wait. I think I'm just gonna big chill. The first option. Option A, Michael.
Okay. Your host is a little annoyed by your nervousness. Come, he says. There's no need to be afraid. Has your little accident caused you to lose your nerve? Drink your brandy. You'll soon forget your fears. As you watch him, your mind begins to play tricks on you. In his expression, one of genuine concern of your welfare, or is it a hint of something secretive in his eyes and smile? You shiver, and your fear in the situation is evident. Add 1 fear point. A short while later, Franklin appears. Your meal is served, sir, he says to Earl. You both rise and go through to the dining room. So you're already at 2 fear.
from just not drinking, from not drinking, and from looking at art.
Yeah.
Well, I can't drink before my big operation, guys.
Oh, that's yeah, I suppose.
Can't drink before my BBL appointment.
The dining room looks magnificent. A long table stretches between two fine chairs and is laid with a gleaming silvery cutlery. A rich red wallpaper covers the walls, and the room is lit by sparkling chandelier, bristling with candles, which hang from the ceiling. You take a seat, and the butler moves behind you to offer you wine. Will you take the white wine or red?
Red.
The wine is impeccable, a fine vintage. Soup follows, and then you may choose either lamb or duck for your main course. Or you could tell your host that you have already eaten and you are not hungry. Would you like lamb, duck, or to already perhaps risk angering your your
Go
host?
duck.
Duck, okay. Your mouth waters as a roast duck is laid before you. The Earl is having the same, and you both chat as you eat. He wants to know how you came to be driving along this road in the middle of the night. You tell him about the old man's direction. You ask him about himself and his family. There's a lot of turning for those watching, so just so you're aware. The Earl of Drumar is the last survivor of his family. His estate stretches for miles around the house. At one time, the estate was prosperous, with many tenants, farmers cultivating his land and providing a healthy income for his family. But things started to change. His sister died at the age of 32 under mysterious circumstances. She was found dead in a clearing in the woods, with strange marks on her neck. News traveled fast, and the ignorant peasants started muttering about witchcraft and black magic. In their eyes, the house was cursed, but pure superstitious nonsense, of course. But gradually the farmers moved to new pastures, avoiding the estate. By now, you have finished your meal. Franklin returns, offering you fruit, cheese, coffee, and brandy. Will you take fruit, cheese, and brandy? Cheese, coffee, and brandy?
Cheese.
Or just cheese, arid coffee? Arid
Just
coffee?
cheese.
Okay.
Always cheese.
No, let me snooze this ad real quick. The butler brings in a plate of cheese and a steaming pot of coffee. He cuts you a portion of cheese and pours your coffee into a china cup. The conversation continues. Turn to 74. You finish your meal. The Earl rises to his feet, saying, "Our conversation has been most enjoyable, but now you must be very tired. Franklin's will show you to your room. Let us retire." You stand up. He's right. You are tired, and it is well past midnight. You stumble and reach out to steady yourself against the table. Phew. Phew. Man, my voice is really messed up. You didn't realize that you were that tired. Or have you had a little too much to drink? Your head is spinning, and the voice of your host... Yeah, and coffee. The voice of your host becomes part of the background noise, which is getting louder and louder in your ears. Eventually, you collapse to the ground and lose consciousness.
Fuck.
Oh wait, I can implement this.
Alright, this is what you see.
I think I've been drugged.
You open your eyes, your head is spinning, and it is some time before you are fully aware of the fact that your hands and feet are bound. The room you are in is empty, but you work out a plan. You will hop over the window, break the glass, and use it to cut yourself free. Pulling yourself to your feet is awkward, but you manage it, and with a mixture of hops and shuffles, you arrive at the window. Outside, the wind is blowing the rain against the window's panes. You will go ahead and smash the window with your hands. Something of a risky business. Will you instead test your luck? If you want to test your luck, turn to page 136. If you do not want to use your luck here, turn to 360. All right. All right. Your first opportunity. Do you want to test your luck or not?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got to roll your die. Can we... give us 1 second. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So you got to get below a 15. Oh, 10. Never
10.
mind. Yeah, never mind. 10. I was like, wait, how did you get 15? You roll both of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
8.
Okay. All right.
That being said, he succeeded, right?
If you were lucky, you managed to escape the splintering glass without harm.
Fuck
So, congratulations. You did it without getting harmed. You cut yourself free and managed and massage your wrists to get circulation moving again. Then you walk over to the door to try it. It is not locked. You try the handle, open it a little, and look outside. Your room is on the first floor landing. Facing the door is a balustrade. And looking over the banisters, you can see the entrance hall below. To your left, there are two.
Quick. Sorry.
Yes.
Just want to remind everyone. I believe this is UK written book, meaning
Yeah.
their first floor is technically second floor. Just in case any Americans are watching who don't know why
that's a good
there's
point.
a banister on the first floor.
Oh, that makes sense to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brain will like register like, wait, just in case we have Americans watching that are confused by it being first floor, but there's a banister.
That is a very good point. Yeah. So to your left, there are two doors in the corner of the landing, which runs along to the right. If you wish to go this way, turn to 287. Looking to your right, the landing turns past another door and then turns to the left. To go this way, turn to 33. So your option is, do you want to go left or right?
Left.
And to the left, there's 2, and to the right, there's like 1. Right?
I think so.
To the left, there is 2, yes.
Yeah, we'll go left.
Okay. A short distance further along the balcony, you arrive at a door with Azrael written on the nameplate. If you wish to try the door, turn to 358. If you would prefer to continue, turning to the left and following the landing, turn to 229.
I'll continue.
You follow the landing around until you reach another door. On the right-hand side, a nameplate identifies it as Iramus room. If you wish to enter this room, turn to 140. Ahead of you, at the end of the passageway, is another door. If you wish to go there, turn to 320 or 332. So do you want to try this door? Or do you want to go down to the end of the hallway and try?
We'll try this one.
And I would like to apologize for the butchering of pronouncing some of these names. I am American and have a poor education. You grasp the handle and turn it. The door is locked, and it looks too sturdy for you to break down. Will you turn towards the door at the end of the corridor, or go back the way you came, carrying on past the room from which you originally appeared? So you can go to the end of the
corridor, I guess, yeah.
Okay. So, we haven't found anything yet. And you've been drugged.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I could just have a mild concussion.
True. At the end of the corridor ahead of you is a stout wooden door. While you are considering whether or not to try this room, a noise behind you startles you. You spin around, only to find that the wind is rustling wall hangings. There is nothing to be afraid of. You turn back and are amazed to find a faint white figure has appeared in front of you. This apparition is a young woman in her early 20s with long flowing hair. She is dressed in a white bridal dress, which has seen better days. It is ripped and torn. "Oh, thank God, I have found you in time," she says. "I must talk to you immediately. Come, let us go into this room. Will you follow her into the room? Or do you suspect a trap and would rather turn back? Whichever you
I'll go in.
choose, you must add one fear to your encounter." You're gonna go in?
We go in.
You follow her into the room. Oh, Jesus. This is a long one. You enter the room. She passes right through the door. You, of course, must use the traditional methods. You turn the handle and walk into the Apollyon room. It is an elegant bedroom. Fine floor-length curtains hang along one wall. An enormous bed with lace coverings is against another wall. The opposite stands a beautiful dressing table with a huge mirror. The woman hovers in the center of the room and bids you to sit down on the bed. "Your coming here has been no accident," she starts, "and I must warn you of the terrible dangers you will face here. This house is ruled by the Master, a powerful black priest of the night, named Kelnor, Earl of Drumer. I would guess that you are to be offered to the demons of hellfire." Yikes.
Stick.
If you survive that long. Yesterday they trapped a girl, a pretty young district nurse who happened to call. She is to be offered tonight. I cannot let this delivery continue. There must be some way it can be stopped. If you can find the Chris knife, you might defeat Kelnor, for this weapon is his only weakness. Please help me. You will probably find it. No! Quick! We are discovered. I can hear the hounds. Go! Leave this room! You stand up. She was right. You can hear barking getting rapidly closer. She motions to you, pointing to the door. You run to the door and peer outside. Nothing. The barking gets louder, and you turn back towards the ghost, who seems to be struggling with something. She is involved in a fight with two huge, ghostly Great Danes, which are snapping and clawing at her. She takes a step forward, but it is hopeless. You cannot help, as you cannot even touch the beasts, and your help would have been very welcome. Because the dogs are much too powerful for her, she is weakening, and as she does so, her image fades. Moments later, she disappears completely. Satisfied that their job has been done, the two Great Danes disappear also. You are alone.
Damn. Oh,
My bad. Now, what
No,
will
you're
you
good, you're
do? Do you want to help her, as she asked, or would you rather just escape from the house? All right, Yohn. Hopefully he remembers he's muted. Well, at least we'll give Sarah some time to catch up on the artistry.
It's okay.
Um,
They're already
Oh.
dead, so it doesn't matter.
Are you good, Yohn?
Okay. Yeah, I just was coughing and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Help
So-
her or dip.
Oh yeah, help her or try to escape the house.
And I need to find a knife to actually fucking end it.
Yeah, Chris knife. Do we want to make a note of that just somewhere? Let's make a note. Chris, not crisp. Chris.
Oh.
With a K. But it's alright. I like crisp knife too.
It's a potato knife. It's just a potato chip knife
Mm.
for your crisps. That's a potato chip, apparently, in my brain. Okay, how do you spell it?
Kris, and a knife.
Ah,
Kniffy.
if other people recognize that name, it's funny, haha. It's I can't draw the character. I'm not gonna try.
Okay. Anyway, Yohn. This is what Sarah looks like right now, trying to keep up with me reading in the art. So, would you like to help her, as she asked, or would you rather just escape from the house?
Fuck it, let's try and help her.
Noise. You consider your best plan as you walk down the passageway. You turn right along the landing, and two doors are on your left. The first has Aziel written on the nameplate, and the second, Mephisto. Mephisto? Do you want to try either one of these rooms? If you want to enter the room, Azazel,
Azil and
Azil.
Mephisto.
Sure, thank you. Otherwise, you may pass
Uh,
both of these rooms and walk along to where the landing turns by turning.
Mephisto sounds like a demon from Christianity,
Okay.
I think. And Azil sounds like an angel from Christianity, from what I remember from Goth.
From Goth. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yohn is summoning his old Goth abilities to make the best decision.
Let's go in Azil.
Okay. The door opens and you peer into the room. You quickly check that there's no one inside and are relieved to find it's empty, but full of clutter. It seems to be a crude scientific laboratory of some sort. A brass telescope points through the window towards the sky. Charts and mathematical tables are pinned to the walls. A human skeleton hanging from a hook, and a bench is covered with glass vials and apparatuses. They look like priceless antiques, and they were probably all made in the last century. Do you wish to investigate the room further, or would you prefer to leave?
Sure, let's investigate. Fuck it.
Fortune, whatever the word I'm looking for is.
Favors the brave.
Thank you. You step into the room and the door closes close the door behind you. That's completely different than the door closes behind you.
Okay, yeah.
You step into the room and close the door behind you. A squeaking noise from one corner makes you jump. But when you walk over, you are relieved to find that the squeaking comes from 3 rats in a cage. You keep your ears peeled for sounds of visitors as you investigate the contents of the room. Do you wish to look through the drawers, examine the liquids in the glass vials, or look through the cupboards?
Let's go cupboards.
I love when I can read words that I know instead of like angels and demons and stuff. All right. You're looking through the
Someone that
cupboards.
knows this book, Ross, I hate to tell you,
Yeah.
it's not going to become easier with the names.
Oh, yeah. I remember I remember from when I originally watched it with the Oxcast, and now I'm like, it's all coming back. You step over to the cupboard and try the door. They are not locked. You grasp the handles and open the cupboard doors wide. Just as quickly, you slam them shut. Shaking nervously, you step away and hold your hands up to your gaping mouth. For the sight inside is giving you a terrible shock. You must add 2 fear points. Hanging from the hooks inside the cupboards are 2 corpses which have evidently been used for experiments of some kind. The blood has not yet dried on these corpses, and they are still warm. You lean back against the bench to compose yourself. You die. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck yeah.
Suddenly your ears prick up with the sound of footsteps coming closer. You nip into the shadows and wait. The footsteps stop outside the door, and you can hear two voices talking. "And we better ask the master's permission?" One asks. Maybe you're right, and we better get a light from for the lamps." You breathe a sigh of relief as the footsteps disappear off in the direction you appeared. You approach the room. You decide it is best to leave before they return and open the door. Onto the landing. The safest way to go, it strikes you, is away from the two visitors. You may return at any moment if you approach this room from the left. If you approach this room from the left, turn to 229. If you came from the right, 226. I believe you would have approached it from the right, right? Because you came back.
Yeah.
We should have made a map. Oops.
See, I was going to, okay. I need to explain why. This is accurate to me right now. So I'm keeping myself in the corner. I tried to look up maps for this. No one for this specific story, it is an enigma of a house that no one can agree on how the layout goes. Cause you'll read if you people have read the entire book and it's like, oh, here's a landing here from what we've read. And then in a different section it's, oh, that doesn't exist at all. Because it's the fun of choosing your own adventure and it being slightly different.
Okay.
And so it's like, because it just says like, oh, you turn left or you turn right, and never like any more explanation. And some rooms are like, oh, there's a room through it, and sometimes it's like, oh, but you didn't enter this room through the right way, so you can't see that. And it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating.
Okay. Thank you for that. But yes, nobody can agree.
Need to explain the frustration of trying to look up a map for this. Because I knew we would need one. Doesn't exist. Doesn't exist.
There's another door a couple meters up the landing on the left. This is the door to the how do you say it? Mephisto room. If you wish to enter, turn to 298. Otherwise, you may pass it and head towards the two doors in the corner of the landing.
Yeah, we'll pass it.
You walk up to the two doors in the corner of the balcony. The one on your left is named Balithus, and the one in front of you has no name. If you wish to enter the Balithus room, turn to 299. If you would rather go through the other door, turn to 86. If you choose to ignore these doors and continue around the landing, turn to 193.
Let's go.
Rode on a horse rode through the valley on a horse with no name.
Let's just keep going, I think.
You're going to ignore the doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
The path that we've done is we start on one part of the landing. Okay, we started like here. We see that there's a room here, we ignore it. We see a room here, we try it, it doesn't work. We see a room here, we go in and then leave it. We see a room here, we ignore it. We see a room here, we ignore it. We're over here. Going around in circles, and I don't know how many rooms there are.
Okay.
Going in circles.
A short distance further on, you come to the top of the main staircase, which leads downstairs. Immediately opposite of the staircase is an unmarked door. Do you wish to go downstairs? Try the unmarked door, or will you continue around the landing?
Try the unmarked one.
You step into a small storeroom. and close the door behind you. There are shelves on the left and right walls, on which various household objects are stored. In front of you is the wall facing the door. In front of you, in the wall facing the door, is another door. What do you want to do? Will you search the room, search through the things on the shelves, try the door opposite, or return to the landing? Oh yeah, do you want to search the shelves?
Yeah, so search.
Various items of crockery, cutlery. I know I can say it.
Cutlery.
Thank you. And foods are kept in the storeroom, including a sharp meat knife, which you might like to hold under your coat to use as a weapon. In the future, this sharp knife will allow you to add 3 skill points in a fight. On one shelf, you find several cloves of garlic, which you may also take. There's also unlabeled bottles of white liquid on another shelf. If you wish to drink the liquid, turn to 362. If you prefer to ignore the liquid and try the door at the back of the room, turn to 255. Your only other alternative is to leave by the door you entered and return to the landing.
Can I get the garlic or no?
What, do you want to take the garlic?
Yeah.
Okay, so, alright, so you're taking the garlic. You're taking the meat knife, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So now you're officially, whenever you do an attack, 8 is your high score. So if you... Your skill is 8 now, because you have a weapon. Okay. Well, what would you like to try the white liquid on the shelf? Do you want to ignore the liquid and try the door at the back of the room? Or do you want to leave through the door you came through?
We'll try the door opposite the door we came through.
Okay. You step out of the storeroom. Oh, wait. Hold up. Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Okay. You step out of the storeroom into a hallway. To your left, the hallway ends at the door which leads into the Shadowton room. If you wish to try the door, turn to 200. Almost opposite of this is the Mamamon room, which you may enter by turning to 123. If you are not interested in either of these, go back to the landing through the storeroom.
Let's go to the one you couldn't pronounce.
Mamamon, okay. Sure. I think the funny part is me not being able to read these words and then being the game master. Alright.
It's alright.
The room you enter looks well lived in. It is a bedroom, and a large bed covered with a yellow bread spread dominates the room. Clothes are strewn about the floor, and a tap is running in a wash basin in the corner. The clothes suggest it is a woman's room, but no one is about. Will you call out to announce yourself in case anyone is in the room? Search around to see what you can find, or leave the room.
We'll do some searching.
I'll put this right here just in case I lose my page. You walk over to the mantelpiece and study the trinkets scattered along it. A couple of liqueur boxes and a picture frame with no picture, like a large plant pot with a broad-bladed plant growing in it. In the grate below are several lumps of coal resting on a bed of paper, a fire all ready to light. But something else is in the grate. A black and white photograph has been thrown on the coals. Do you wish to check the contents of the box, or pick up the photograph to look at it?
Let's go with the photograph. Look at this photograph.
You sit on your haunches and reach for the photograph. As you pick it up, you feel a heavy thud on the top of your head. You slump to the floor, dazed, and the plant pot, which came crashing down on your head, smashes on the floor. You lose 3 stamina points for this accident. You hear a rustling from the curtains and straighten up to look towards the window. You shudder with fright as the curtains open before you. Just as quickly they shut again. And then there's a silence. You walk slowly over and grab them. But they are perfectly ordinary curtains. You must add 1 fear point to your shock. Now, do you wish to leave the room, or will you try to work out the mystery of the curtains?
Let's have a look-see at the curtains.
As you're puzzling over the curtains, you reach out to lean on the bed. But as you rest your weight on the bedpost, the whole bed shifts aside and you crash down to the floor. This is all very strange and a little scary. Add 1 fear point and take 1 stamina point for damage. A rumbling from the opposite side of the room breaks into your thoughts, sliding over the carpet towards you and accelerating rapidly. Is one of the chairs? Test your luck. If you are lucky, turn to 101. If you are unlucky, turn to 53. Okay. Roll luck for me, bud. You have to be under a 9. 9 or under 9. 4. Lucky duck.
Okay.
In the nick of time, you spring aside as the chair speeds past you and crashes into the wall. You escape injury, but you must add 1 fear point. You had better now leave the room before the poltergeist inside does some real damage. How many fear is that already?
He has gone down to 2.
Hell yeah.
Which I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Go.
So, you can only take 2 more damage, or 2 more fear, and then you would die.
Okay.
Just as a reminder. You may not proceed either by turning right and trying the door of the Shatanian room, or by turning left and following the passage, which bears right past 2 rooms labeled Asmodeus and Ebolus, and then rejoins the landing.
Guess we'll go left. Towards Asmodeus and shit.
Okay, Asmodeus, Saturday, Satanus.
Lucifer.
Okay, so we go there. Ooh. You follow the landing round, past a wooden door which bears the name Tutavilius. You may try this door, or go straight ahead. The landing ends at the paneled wall and the passageway turns to the left. To follow the passageway round, turn to 175. So, would you like to try the door, labeled Tutavilis, or go down the passageway?
Let's go passageway.
You follow the passageway around the corner to the left. 2 doors face each other across the passage, and you may either try the door on the left to Belial's room, or the door on the right to Abaddon's room. Straight ahead, the passageway continues for a few minutes before ending at an unmarked door. Do you try?
Unmarked door.
Okay.
Fuck all in Asmodeus and fucking Abaddon. Yeah, no thanks. Abaddon the Defiler.
Okay. You open the door slowly and carefully. The room you enter is a bedroom, which looks as though it is waiting for someone to come in and go to bed. The sheets are folded back, the fireplace is warm but dying. On the bedside table is a candle is burning. Next to it is a silver tray with a bedtime snack on it. Velvet curtains are pulled across the window, and along the left-hand wall are fitted cupboards. The overall picture is quite cozy. Will you enter the room and investigate the bedside table or the cupboards? Or are you a little suspicious of the apparent tranquility of this room and would prefer to leave?
Go to the cupboards. They caught me bad twice in a row, right?
Hey, the last time you went to a bedroom, I don't think anything bad really happened.
No, just a ghost lady died.
No,
No,
that
I
was
got
2
attacked by a
bedrooms
chair.
ago.
Yeah, I
I'm
got
just
attacked
gonna
by a chair.
I'm just gonna put that in there. Starting at the far end, you examine the cupboards. You open the first door and find it is a wardrobe with dresses and blouses hanging inside. You open the second door and spring backwards in fright, for inside, partly dressed is tattered clothes on 2 skeletons. Having disturbed them by opening the door, they are coming to life before your eyes and advance to attack you. You must add 2 fear points for the fright, and then fight them
that.
one at a time. So
That.
you die, but
Yeah, so because you lost 2 fear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but yeah. So that was our first attempt at House of Hell. Honestly, that's like the perfect timing too, really, because that is
yeah, we
an
did
hour.
get to the time point that we wanted.
So I believe if as long as everyone's feeling well enough, we'll try again next Sunday. Same book.
Yeah.
Mm.
Are you gonna be good for next Sunday, Sarah?
Yeah.
Good. And Yohn, you should be good too.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll try again next Sunday. If you guys like this, make sure to let everyone know. Subscribe to Sarah if you're watching on my channel. If you're watching on Sarah's channel, subscribe. She deserves it.
If you're watching on Sarah's, just subscribe.
I think now though, Sarah can have a few, perhaps more of the people maybe made up. You know, have a little more time.
Yeah, no, so I now that we've done the first bit, I will now actually draw a few of them precursor because there's a few characters that now we will see multiple times.
Also,
And I just
go ahead.
yeah.
Finish that.
No, I was just gonna say. So now that those have gotten kind of revealed, I'll make them up now.
Cool. I do think it would be fun for next Sunday for Yohn to have a character that we could see maybe drawn out. So perhaps Yohn and Sarah talk some point this week and maybe get a little character drawn up. Maybe. Just to have a little funsy funs, I guess. But yeah. I'll end my live stream. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Yohn and Sarah, for participating in this. If you guys enjoy this, I have like 4 more books. So if we get through this one, maybe we can do another one.
Here you go. I got Yohn.
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
That's the codeine kicking in.
The codeine hasn't kicked in, my friend.
All right. Well, until next time, have yourselves a good night, good month, good year, good weekend, good whatever it is. Bye.